Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down the most bizarre news stories and viral moments from Britain in the past year.
Oh, it's not on the page.
6, 7.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Robert Jenrick versus fare dodgers.
Excuse me, do you think it's alright not to pay? Seriously, why do you go back through the barrier and pay?
It's no secret that the Shadow Justice Secretary is angling to be the next Tory leader, and he's been trying to improve his public reputation by waging a one-man war against fare dodgers. He took himself down to Stratford Station to bother the people who were walking through the open gates.
So there's 8 officers down there, but 1 minute away, that gate's wide open.
Jenrick was making a point about how the Labour government wasn't doing enough to clamp down on the criminals.
You're on camera, mate, you bang to rights. Just step to the side and... Alright, thanks very much, guys.
However, most members of the public were left pointing out some obvious problems. A. That the Tories had been in power for the previous 14 years and hadn't fixed it, and B. That Jenrick himself once helped a party donor avoid over £40 million in taxes. How's that for theft?
The state needs to reassert itself and go after lawbreakers.
Number 9. Bears on the loose. In summer, Devon was put on high alert after 2 European brown bears escaped from the Wildwood Trust Wildlife Sanctuary. The bears were named Mish and Lucy and were rescued after being abandoned by their mother many years before. But clearly their living conditions weren't up to snuff, because they broke out and did the most stereotypical thing we can imagine: raided their store cupboard for honey. They were only loose for about an hour, observed the entire time on camera by the staff while they waited for the opportunity to contain them. Luckily that came very soon, because the bears gorged themselves and promptly fell asleep. They don't seem to have escaped since. Number 8. Rylan takes on immigration.
We need to talk about Nigel Farage, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Immigration has been the number 1 political issue of the year, and indeed the past few years, so does that mean that the presenters of This Morning need to weigh in? While ITV doesn't have quite as strict a mandate for impartiality as the BBC, it does still try to be balanced, even though it's hard to imagine a BBC breakfast presenter getting away with this.
This is the narrative we're being fed. Here's the hotel, here's the phones, here's the iPad, here's the NHS in reception of your hotel.
While talking to Tim Campbell, Rylan Clark spoke about how he thinks asylum seekers are being put up in cushy hotels and given free iPads. He was quickly shut down by Campbell, who pointed out that the rest of Europe is having exactly the same issues.
Those who might not have an election till 28, 29. But what
To be
he's
honest, I
saying
think
is...
we need something soon.
Number 7. The 15th Doctor regenerates.
Don't want to do this alone.
Just what was Russell T Davies thinking with this one? We didn't want to believe the leaks that the Doctor was imminently going to regenerate from Ncuti Gatwa into Billy Piper, but unfortunately that's exactly what happened.
This has been an absolute joy.
While Piper wasn't credited as the Doctor at the end, and there's usually a lot more fanfare about an official casting announcement for the next Doctor, the entire situation is bizarre and as yet unexplainable in Doctor Who lore. Previous Doctors Peter Davison and Colin Baker have both talked about how they think the move is desperate, with Baker calling it, quote, a load of old malarkey. We'll have to wait until Christmas 2026 to find out what's really going on. Number 6. Face masks.
Views are really good and I couldn't wait to give this a try.
Of all the things the government could be spending its time doing, in November, it was decided that LED face mask adverts were going to be banned. These horrifying masks have been popping up all over social media, with claims that with just a few sessions sitting under the LEDs, you'll be cured of rosacea, acne, and other common skin ailments.
Janet and Graham each have a face and neck mask, costing $127.49, that claims to give you improved texture and a smooth and youthful appearance.
Suffice it to say, there's no medical evidence for this, so the Advertising Standards Authority got involved and banned the ads for their spurious health claims. It's just as well. Why do you want to wear a mask that makes you look like Hannibal Lecter, especially if it probably won't do anything?
And then what we're going to do is just hit the wee button.
Blimey, this looks hilarious. It claims to reduce ageing in just 4 weeks.
Number 5. Greg's opens a pub. If you live in Newcastle, you may well have already been to the Golden Flake Tavern and partaken in a slightly more upmarket version of the country's most beloved bakery chain.
Right, I'm sat here and I'm thinking, is it Greg's enough? Like, shouldn't the beer mats be like a donut or something?
Not satisfied to just sell you steak bakes on a plate, although they definitely did do that, they also ran a Sunday lunch with all the trimmings. They even had some Greg's themed beers made by local Geordie brewery Full Circle Brew Company.
I've got a garlic stotty bread, cheese and onion bake, pickled onions, a local chutney, sliced ham, celery and apple with pickled walnuts. Bit posh, that, innit?
If you've been to the Golden Flake and partaken in fancy sausage rolls and trifles, be sure to let us know, although apparently the sausage roll with mash and gravy will set you back £9.
Have you ever seen like a sausage roll cut on diagonal like that? It's like Eston Blumenthal's been at it, innit?
Number 4. Banned from Aldi.
Hannah said her supermarket's matching Aldi.
Really?
Somehow, a report about an elderly man getting banned from an Aldi in Bootle became major news in 2025. The pensioner got into an argument with the checkout girl when she asked him to unload his trolley to scan the items. He refused, saying that she should just look into the trolley, and that if she couldn't see, she, quote, needed to go to Specsavers. The manager then told them to leave, banning the couple from the shop.
I buy this tea for my husband. He likes tea.
The man, Anthony Taylor, insisted that he couldn't unload his trolley because of his osteoarthritis. But it makes you wonder how he put the items into the trolley and how he was planning on getting them into his car to drive away.
I don't like tea. I like gin.
Number 3. Fly tipping.
Today, it just got serious at one of the biggest crime scenes in Britain.
While we're sure most countries have problems with rubbish being illegally dumped, it's only in Britain that it has an unusual name and is a specific criminal offence. Predictably, the public was outraged when drone photographs of this fly-tipping site in Oxfordshire emerged, making the news while Waste Police investigated to find out who was responsible.
The Environment Agency said it had arrested a 39-year-old man from the Guildford area after a joint operation with police.
Shockingly, they later revealed that the site had only been used as an illegal tip since summer. A man was later arrested and supposedly linked to an organised crime ring.
The Environment Agency, environmental campaigners and the police have always been very clear that what's been going on here and at other similar sites across the country is the work of organised crime.
The entire area is a crime scene, but is now going to be tidied up, thankfully. Just what goes through the minds of fly tippers when they do it? Number 2. Tess and Claudia quit Strictly.
Strictly takes over your life, and then all of a sudden it sort of spits you out, and then you have Christmas.
The nation was shocked when Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman released a joint Instagram statement announcing their plans to leave Strictly Come Dancing at the end of the 2025 series. But more baffling than their decision to leave, since it has been a long time for both of them, particularly Daly, was the way they announced it.
Hi, it's Claude and Tess. There have been some rumblings and we want you to hear this from us.
Yeah, we have news.
It wasn't just the public that heard the information for the first time via social media, but also apparently the entire cast and crew of Strictly, with even the judges being blindsided. Apparently it was revealed so hastily because they were afraid it would leak before they got the chance to announce it themselves.
We're so lucky to have been part of this amazing show, and we just want to thank the Strictly team, because Strictly is the people who make it.
Number 1. Starmer's 6-7 dance.
And now you're at the end already. How did you get to the end that quickly?
Ask anyone under the age of 20 what 6-7 means, and they'll probably laugh in your face. Keir Starmer apparently does know what the trend is though, launching into this bizarre dance when he visited a primary school in November.
6-7. Yeah.
Egged on by a little girl, Starmer himself started the dance, getting the entire room of children doing it, much to the dismay of the teacher.
Everybody, 6-7. Are you doing page 6-7?
We're not over that yet.
It later turned out that the school's head had banned the dance because of the disruption it, and the baffling meme, caused. The Prime Minister was forced to apologise to the head teacher for his antics.
That's lovely 6-7. You know children get into trouble today in Natty Math School.
Oh, do they?
Are you a fly tipper? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and then turn yourself in to the police.